Hello everyone, I'm Faral Imran and today I'll be telling you that how I would learn ML in 2024. So let's get started. As you can see, the AI revolution is coming. Of course, the AI is coming and most of the people have this thing that their jobs might get taken. So instead of doing that, so why don't you start learning ML and AI so that you can whatever things that you were doing in an hour, like you can do it in some minutes. For example, whatever things that you were doing in like hour, for example, if it's a website or something like that, using AI, you can do it in minutes. So let me show you. So before that, let me tell you about the ML. What is ML? So here, machine learning. So ML is the short form of machine learning. It's a subfield of artificial intelligence. Of course, you have heard about artificial intelligence. With natural intelligence is the human's intelligence, but the artificial intelligence is the thing of making the machines intelligent, like giving them the ability to think. So here, machine learning, it's a subfield of it. So it's a part of artificial intelligence, which gives the computer the ability to learn without being programmed. So you don't have to give any instructions to it in order to learn from it. Like for example, how you would give before the machine the instruction, like do this, do that, and then it would do according to it. But here, what it will do, instead of that, will give data to it so that machine can learn and improve from it. So whatever data will give, so it will learn from that. It will recognize what are the patterns, what are the things, so that of course, and on the new data, it will predict on it. So that's how a machine will learn. It will keep on making errors and it will keep on learn. So of course, you have heard about artificial intelligence and machine learning. So what's the difference between artificial intelligence, AL, and difference between machine learning, which is ML? So artificial intelligence is a technology which enables a machine to simulate human behavior. So how I said that we're giving the intelligence to the machine to think like humans do. So here you can say the artificial intelligence is that it simulates the human behavior, like how a human walks, how a human eats, how a human thinks. So that's how we're giving that intelligence to the machine. But machine learning, it's a field of AI. It allows a machine to automatically learn from the past data without programming explicitly. How I said, from the data, you get the data, you feed it to the machine learn from it, and on the new data, it tests on it. So in AI, we make intelligent systems to perform any task like a human. So for example, the robots and things that we're making, so that systems, so those are AI. But in ML, we teach the machines the thing, like with data, we teach the machines. So how they can learn from it, or from the data, how they can learn, and in order to give the accurate results. Okay, so what are the steps to learn ML? So of course you're excited about ML, you're a beginner. So what I would do if I was in your place. So first of all, I will learn Python programming language. Of course, I say I've been making so many videos about Python, Python, Python. But why I'm saying Python? Because if you see that most of the machine learning models and most of the AI is built on Python. So even you see more packages and many packages are in Python. So Python programming language, of course, you need to learn it. So what is Python programming language? It's an easy, it has English like syntax commands, and it is a good start for a beginner, the one who wants to learn coding. So so you can use Python programming language. And let me show you where you can learn the Python programming language. So here I'm in the website of python.org. It's a website where you can download Python, and it has the documents also, so you can use it for free to get started on Python, like such as installing and how to learn it. You can use it. So you can use even the introductory books, or you can look at code samples that you can find it helpful. So here you can use this website to in order to learn Python, and even they have the beginner's guide. If I go here, yep, the beginner's guide to Python, and It also has the basic Python, like how to learn Python basic. For example, here, if you say learn Python, so this is, if you say like I want to learn Python for free, so this python.org, here you can learn it, in which you have the basics about it, like what is list, loops, functions, classes, objects, dictionaries, modules, packages, and even some data science tutorials like such as NumPy, Pandas, and some advanced tutorials also. So here you can use this website in order to get some information and to learn from it. And you can use the YouTube tutorials to like see the projects, or even search on the Google to search the projects, that what project you want to do, like such as basic, you can start making it in Python, so that you get the know-how of Python and how to do it. So the second step is maths. If maths is not your cup of tea, then you should not go for machine learning or ML, because machine learning, they require maths. So you need to know maths, and well, maths is my favorite subject, so I love maths. But if you're struggling with maths, then don't go for ML. So in that, you need to learn about probability and statistics, linear algebra, and calculus. So these are the things that you need to learn in maths, so in order to get started with ML, machine learning. Okay, so the third thing is data structures and algorithms, everyone's nightmare. Well, I'm not trying to demotivate you, but it's one of the hardest subjects, and I struggled a lot too. So, but the thing was that in data structures and algorithms, you struggle when you don't understand it. If you don't understand, then it will be hard for you. But if you start understanding the things, then it will be easy for you. So you can like do some free courses on data structures and algorithms to get the know-how of algorithms. So let me show you. Okay, so if you want to learn data structures and algorithms for free, so you can go to this website, which is Google Tech Dev Guide. Inside there, it is a course of data structures and algorithms, in which you have the videos, you have to watch the videos. There are some interactive tutorials and quizzes. So you can watch this, or you can go to some other course which seems suitable for you. But don't go for the long hour courses, because it will take up a lot of your time. So instead of that, just start learning it, watch the videos, and just understand most of the things, like what are trees, what is big O notation. So most of the things, do that, so that you can know what is data structures and algorithms. Because data structures and algorithms is that, data structures is that like what type of data, or what data is stored, or how data is stored, and what are the ways in which data is stored, and algorithms, what type of algorithms you can use in order to store a data or manipulate the data. Okay, so the fourth step is data manipulation. Now, data manipulation is that what are the techniques that you will apply to manipulate the data. Here, I'm not saying to manipulate a person, but we are manipulating the data. In how? Because see, whatever you get the data, it's raw. It means it's not structured enough or something like that. So of course you are trying to collect the data. You even get the data from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you see like the people's data, you get it in the form of images, you get it in the form of videos. Even there's a website called Kaggle, in which you get the data set. But if you're so after that, you get the data is raw, so you need to make some changes in order to make it better. Otherwise you get more chances of getting an error, because if the data has so many missing points and it has so many errors in it, so the errors, you'll feed the machine and the machine will start producing errors. So this is a simple technique. So for data manipulation, you need to learn Excel and Power BI. So Excel and Power BI they both are used, or any one of them you can use in order, so that you can make changes to it. For example, if there's some missing data, so you can make a mean of it, or if there are more missing data, so you can like just delete them. So this is the fourth step to learn ML. So the fifth step is to learn the machine learning algorithms. Of course you need to learn about what is ML, then of course the algorithms about it. So the first is supervised learning, the second one is unsupervised learning, and the third is reinforcement learning. Okay, so in supervised learning, what we do is that in supervised learning, for example, there is a machine, or we are like training it. We give the input to it, and the output to it. For example, if we show the picture, we give the picture of an apple, and we also give the output that this is an apple. So what it does, it recognizes the pattern, like it recognizes the relationship between the input and output. So that is supervised learning. So unsupervised learning is that we just give the input. So we just give the input to it, we don't give the output to it. So by patterns and by thinking that these two look the same, that two look the same, so because of that, so it generates some patterns to it. So in supervised learning, we have the algorithms such as decision tree, naive Bayes, k-means clustering. So we have this type of algorithm. But in unsupervised learning, we have the appropriate algorithm and clustering algorithm. Okay, so in unsupervised learning is that, for example, we're giving the pictures of cats and dogs, and okay, so now it will think that we're of course giving some algorithm to it. So based on the algorithm, it will think that the different images of cats, so it will start linking it that these two look same, the dogs that these two look same. So instead of that, so at the end it will give the result that these are different. The cats, it will just differentiate the cats in another one place, and the it will differentiate the dogs in another place. So it will like just differentiate that these are cats and these are dogs. And the C is reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning is that the machine is learning from the environment by trials and errors, and it has the reward and error and the penalty function. So for example, if it does a thing which increases the performance, so it will get a positive score. But if it does something which decreases performance, it will give a negative score. So this is what happens in reinforcement learning, that it is the output is dependent on the present input, like the present input what you give, so that it is dependent on then on it. For example, if it's for example, if there is like you can see the self-driving cars that are based on reinforcement learning, because it can see that this much is the meter, and based on the environment, like it has to make a decision. So that is reinforcement learning. So number 6 is packages of machine learning. So we have NumPy, Panda, Scikit-learn, PyTorch, TensorFlow, and Keras. So NumPy is that it's a numerical calculation in Python. So NumPy, what it does the numerical operations on large quantities of data. And Panda, what it does, Pandas, it does the data analysis and manipulation. So these are the packages of Python also. That's why at the start I said that you need to learn Python. So because these are the packages of Python that are used for machine learning. Okay, so scikit-learn, it is an open source machine learning, like whatever machine learning algorithms that you need. So from scikit-learn you can import it. So D is PyTorch, and it's for developing and training the neural network models. That is the same for TensorFlow and Keras. So TensorFlow and Keras also, they are another like used for TensorFlow, and for neural networks they're used for developing and training it. So these are the steps needed in order to learn ML. So I hope so that you understood and you can take the course of it. So in the end you have to take a course of it so you can understand properly about machine learning and how to use it, and how you can, and after that make some projects to it also, so that you can get better and do some internships also. So that is all from my side. Thank you so much.